Right, House Republicans impeached Secretary Mayorkas for his role in the border crisis. Texas Congressman Pat Fallon joining me. Congressman, now this goes to the Senate, where Mayorkas faces a trial. The administration does not want to see that, do they?
No, they don't, Stu, and not at all. And that's one of the things, you can only control what you can control, and I'm not in the Senate. So I'm glad, because some folks have texted me actually last night and said, well, what happens now? He's not going to be removed. Well, there's always that remote possibility. It's not it's a long shot, of course, but we needed to impeach him. He has richly deserved this. If you look at the Immigration and Nationality Act, federal law clearly states that people need to be detained until their status is legally determined. And he has not done that, and the Fifth Circuit even found that. So he, this is the first time since 1876. It's a black mark in history, but for him. But again, he deserved it.
Republicans are tearing into the Senate bill that gives $95 billion to Ukraine and Israel, but fails to address the border crisis. Speaker Johnson calls it dead on arrival. So, Congressman, is it more important to fix our border than help Ukraine?
Yes, I believe so. I think they're both very important, but it is far more important to concern yourself with your own border. This is a national security risk. I was elected to protect American citizens. It's the greatest calling of any elected official, Stu. And we don't know, like, for instance, with the piece you just had on with the Chinese nationals, there were only 450 under the last year, in the last year of President Trump's administration. This past fiscal year under Joe Biden, there were 24,000, mostly military-aged men. Also Russian nationals on the border. They've also spiked. So that's a great concern for me. The Russian MO, they did that in Ukraine, was infiltrated and put folks in place to sabotage when there was a conflict. So it's very dangerous, and we need to get our act together.
If you absolutely want to stop all illegal immigration coming across our southern border, what do you do?
I think realistically, you have to take that flood and maybe reduce it to a trickle. Stopping a border that long with anybody ever sneaking in is it's something that's very difficult. However, you know what you do? The first thing you do is you reinstitute the wait in Mexico policy that President Trump had. If you ask anybody along the border, they'll tell you, the Border Patrol agents, that will reduce the flow by 70% on day one.
And the president could do that by an executive order.
Yes, he doesn't even need Congress, Stu. And you know what? How about building a wall and barriers that we were doing under President Trump? And on day one, Joe Biden stopped that. And he also, on day one, signed an order saying that he's going to have a 100-day moratorium on deportations. That's insane. It doesn't work. His policies haven't worked for 3 years, and he still doesn't get that.
Congressman, we appreciate you being with us this morning. I know we'll see you again soon. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Stu. God bless.